welcome your host, Tim Vine.
Hello and welcome to Don't Blow the Inheritance, the quiz where players could win thousands of pounds. What could they win? Thousands of pounds! That's right, but the difference is they're not playing for themselves, they're playing for their offspring. Let's face it, we're all offspring. In fact, this year I'm off summer as well. Let's meet the players! Well, first of all, here we have Becky and Sharon. There they are, lovely Becky. And it's Becky, that's your mum, isn't it? Sharon's your mum.
It is, yeah.
And Becky, you're a primary teacher.
I am, yes.
What is it you love about that job?
The children.
Yes, they're always there, aren't they? Oh, here's another interesting thing it says. On Mondays, you two swap shoes and clothes.
We'll compare latest purchases, because we wear
Latex purchases? Oh, latex. Yes.
We wear the same size shoes and take the same size clothes, so...
Right. Are you wearing something of Becky's now?
No, these are my own.
It was almost like you looked down and suddenly thought, these are not my shoes.
I had to check.
Now, listen, you've got a dream. If that's the reason you're here is because you've got a dream that if you won this money, what would you do with it?
I'd get a new kitchen and a new car.
Where's the car going to go? In the kitchen? And, well, listen, you could do it. There's money galore to be won here, so it could happen. There's Becky and Sharon. Let's hear it for them. And over here, it's Kevin Morris and Darren Morris. And you're the younger one, so you're a Morris minor. Kevin, you're an electrician.
Correct, yes.
A self-employed electrician.
Self-emploed, yes, I am, yes.
Right, well, go on then, give yourself a plug. Kevin, it says you compete weekly in general knowledge.
Yes, I do.
Right, well, you really want someone who competes strongly for this. Thank you for starting that applause. I'm glad I brought my mother with me. Darren, you're a caterer?
Yep.
And you want to be a movie star?
One day.
You want to be a lead in a film, basically?
Yeah, my dream to be, yeah, one day.
Yeah, I had a lead in a film when I was playing a dog handler. What would you do with the money if you won today?
I would buy my girlfriend a very expensive engagement ring.
So you mean to say, if you win, then you'll get married?
One day. One step at a time.
One step at a time. You're talking yourself out of this now, Darren. Anyway, there they are, Darren and Kevin. Eleanor, this is your mum, Yvonne, there.
Yeah.
Great, it's lovely to see the two of you. And I was about to say you're a self-employed electrician, but that's what he does. Now, Yvonne, you're from Croydon.
We are.
Oh, you're both from Croydon?
Yes.
Ah, right. I always think Croydon is like Stonehenge with windows.
No, it's not. It's a beautiful place.
Oh, I didn't say I didn't like Stonehenge with windows. And Eleanor, you are a fashion buyer.
I am indeed. I buy accessories and develop nice things to put into shops.
That's lovely. Now, your nickname, apparently, is Tipsy.
It was when I was a child, Tim, up until maybe about 5, 6.
You were tipsy when you were 5?
Yeah.
Why is that? Yvonne, why did you call Eleanor tipsy?
Because she was accident prone, she was always falling over.
Right, we shouldn't have been giving her all that alcohol. So, Eleanor and Yvonne, this is a big night for you because, Eleanor, you have a dream. If you could make the money tonight, what will it go towards?
It'd go towards me taking 3 months off work and going around the world. I want to go to Australia, I want to go to Dubai, I want to go to Tokyo, I want to go to South America, and I want to do it without a backpack. It's got to be a suitcase, I need my essentials.
Right.
It's got to be done in a glamorous way.
Right, OK. I think we just need to check how much money is available. But anyway, it could happen. There they are, Eleanor and Yvonne, lovely people. And over here, hello, Lisa and Pete. How are you both?
I'm very well.
Great. How are you, Pete? You well?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Tim.
Great to hear it. Now, look, you're a laboratory technician, Pete. Let's start with you.
Was.
Oh, I mean, how long did you do it for?
Only for 2 years.
Oh, that's quite brief.
Yeah, it was.
Tell me, what's the entrance to a laboratory? I've often wondered. Is that a Labrador? What were you doing in the laboratory, Pete?
Testing samples of bitumen.
I beg your pardon? We may have to edit that out. Not that language. So tell me, Lisa, what would you do with the money?
If I won, because I'm writing a horror film at the moment.
God! Are you in it, Pete?
No, I'm not.
You could come out with a lab coat on and everything. Holding a test tube. I've been here 2 years. Do you know what the name of the film will be, Lisa?
Well, it's just in my head at the moment. I haven't managed to write it down. So when I write it down, then I'll be able to think what I need the money for. Do you know, buy a camera, what special effects do I need, you know?
Oh, this is great. Or maybe it'll work the other way around. You see how much money you win tonight if you win, and then work back from there. So if you win £500, then you probably will have to hire your dad. But, if it's less than that, you'll have to have Darren. So you're a big fan of Queen, Pete?
Yeah.
You'd like someone to give you a guitar played by a member of Queen?
Yes.
Yeah. Brian may. Let's hear it for the teams! OK, there will be 3 knockout rounds, and just like in real life, the parents will be doing all the hard work, battling it out to stay in the game and build the biggest inheritance they can. Only one pair will make it to the final, where they'll pass on the prize and the pressure to their offspring. And it'll be down to them not to undo all of their elders' hard work. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you can blow a candle, you can even blow a trumpet, but whatever you do, don't blow the inheritance! So it's time for round 1, which I simply call questions requiring answers. Offspring, you must decide if you think your elders know the answer and buzz in on their behalf. So it's not what you know, it's what they know that counts. You get £1,000 if they give the right answer, but £1,000 will go to each of your opponents if they give the wrong answer. So it does matter when you buzz in and when you don't. The pair with the least cash at the end of the round will leave the show with nothing, so already the stakes are very, very high. Offspring on your buzzers. Let's play the first round. Which British driver was crowned Formula 1 World Champion? Oh, someone's buzzed in very, very quickly. And it's Darren. Darren, that is so confident straight away. And if I could describe your father's face, it's not showing the same confidence. But there we go. We hand it over to you, Kevin.
I'm going to take a guess, Tim, because I only heard part of the question.
I only read part of the question.
I'm going to go for Lewis Hamilton.
Well, it's a tremendous guess for a wrong one.
Oh.
I'm afraid it's wrong. It was Jenson Button is the answer, because the whole question was who was crowned Formula 1 World Champion in 2009. Darren, you should have waited. But it's £1,000 to all the other contestants. Well, you have to admire his front, though. He went for it. He's obviously he's on the front foot straight away.
He's going to go for it in a minute.
Well, you know him better than I do. Right, OK, here we go. Which group was the winner of the X Factor in 2011? Becky has buzzed in for her mum. Sharon, did you used to like that show?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Little Mix.
Little Mix is right, £1,000. Remember, it's up to you to decide when your parents will know the answer. OK, here we go. In 1980, Duncan Goodhue won an Olympic gold medal. Darren has buzzed in. Kevin, can you get this one right?
Another guess again, breaststroke.
Well, in 1980, Duncan Goodhue won an Olympic gold medal, and Darren buzzed in before I finished the question again, and the full question was, in which sport? I've got swimming down here, but we're giving that to you. That is correct, £1,000. The breaststroke can only be swimming. We quickly checked that, and it is not a way of riding a horse. A Brief History of Time is a book by which British scientist? Ellen has buzzed in. Yvonne, over to you. Do you know? A Brief History of Time is a book by which British scientist? This will put £1,000.
Professor Hawking.
We accept that. It's Stephen Hawking is the right answer. Well done. Well done, Yvonne. You had us all worried. You sort of stared down at the floor there briefly like you didn't know, but secretly your heart's beating.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. If it stops, you're dead. Next question. Here we go. What is the largest of the Channel Islands? Darren's buzzed in. I don't think Darren knows on look at his face, but he thinks my dad's intelligent. He'll know. Kevin.
I'm going to go for Jersey.
Jersey is right. £1,000. Well done. This buzzing in quick thing is mainly working for Darren. The rest of you, you've got to give your mum and your dad a chance here. Buzz in. OK, next question. What is the most abundant element in the Earth's atmosphere? Well, that time, Lisa buzzed in. Pete.
Carbon.
What is the most abundant element in the Earth's atmosphere? The answer is nitrogen, I'm afraid, Pete. It's £1,000 to the other 3, Becky, Darren and Eleanor. That goes into your inheritance fund. And remember, whoever has the lowest inheritance at the end of this round leaves with nothing. Katniss Everdeen. Becky, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. The question is, does your mother know what the rest of the question was going to be?
Katniss Everdeen.
Katniss Everdeen. That's all we've got so far. It could be a anagram question.
I've got it. It's kind of like Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games trilogy. Yes, Hunger Games is right. The fourth question there was Katniss Everdeen is a central character in which trilogy of books? Let's have a little recap on the scores. Look at this. At the moment, with only £1,000, it's Lisa. You need to do some catching up there. Darren and Eleanor, your inheritance funds are on £3,000, but in the lead, Becky and Sharon on £4,000. Just to remind you again that one pair is going to leave us at the end of this round, so you need this money. Superstar is a 2012 TV show. Lisa has buzzed in, and she probably has to with that score at the moment. Pete.
It's about Jesus Christ Superstar, Andrew Lloyd Webber's, to find a star for that show.
Well, you've given us pretty much every word in the English language there, Pete. Let's just read the whole question and see if you're right. Superstar is a 2012 TV show designed to find the new lead for which Andrew Lloyd Webber rock opera? You said Jesus Christ Superstar. Well done, £1,000. Which British actress played the role of Alexis Carrington Colby? Darren's buzzed in. Kevin, does this ring a bell? Alexis.
John Collins.
Well, that sounded like John Collins, but I was...
John Collins, yeah.
And that is the correct answer. £1,000. Which British actress played the role of Alexis Carrington Colby in the TV series Dynasty? Well done. OK, on we go. Braeburn and Royal Gala are varieties. Becky's buzzed in. Sharon.
Apples.
Braeburn and Royal Gala are varieties of which fruit? Apple is right, £1,000. And once again, Becky and Sharon go into the lead. This is very close stuff here. How many red balloons were there in the title of Nina's... Lisa has buzzed in. Pete.
99, Tim.
How many red balloons were there in the title of Nina's 1984 UK #1 single? 99 is correct, £1,000. Let's have a little look there. Lisa and Eleanor, your inheritance funds are stuck on 3,000. You're a bit close to the bottom. For what... That's not a joke. For what does the letter H stand in the transport abbreviation HGV? Darren's buzzed in. Kevin.
Heavy, for heavy goods vehicle.
That is exactly right. HGV, heavy goods vehicle. Heavy. £1,000. And then looking at that, yes, Becky and Darren, £5,000. Your inheritance funds are looking very healthy indeed. The rest, you need this money. Which actor played the role of Magneto in X-Men? Darren's on a look. You see that? It's interesting. You've sat back there because you've thought, well, is Kevin really the kind of person who would know about this? Which actor played the role of Magneto?
I think he's the Welsh chap, but I can't think of his name.
It'll surprise you if I allow that to be the answer. I'm going to have to hurry you.
Ewan Evans.
Me and who? Ewan Evans. Which actor played the role of Magneto in X-Men First Class? It's not Ewan Evans, it's Michael Fassbender.
Sorry, Dan.
£1,000 to the others. Wow, going this way and that. The London Orbital Road is most commonly known by which name? Yvonne.
The M25.
As keen as mustard. You're absolutely right. £1,000. The 1951 film Bedtime for Bonzo featured which US president as Professor? And Lisa has buzzed in with a look of hope in her eyes. Pete. The 1951 film Bedtime for Bonzo featured which US president?
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan is right, £1,000. Oh, there's a place, and that's the end of the round. OK, let's have a look at the inheritance funds. Well, I can tell you that Becky's inheritance fund is currently safe. You are definitely going through to the next round. You three are all drawn on £5,000. We've never had a draw before. Let's cancel the show. Which means we go to a tie-break situation. And the tie-break is very simple. I simply ask and you buzz in again. If you get it right, you're through. And then we'll have another tie-break question to decide which of you is going home. And remember, you're buzzing in if you think your mum or dad knows the answer. If you buzz in with the wrong answer, you leave with nothing. So ready, the three of you? Here's your tie-break question. What is the highest waterfall in the world? Lisa has buzzed in. Pete, here you go.
Angel Falls.
Angel Falls is correct, yes! You are through. So we have to have a second tie-break question to find out which of Darren and Eleanor are going home. Your second tie-break question, here it is. Who played Professor Higgins in the 1964 musical film My... Darren has buzzed in. If this is right, you're through. If it's wrong, Eleanor's through. Who played Professor Higgins in the 1964 musical film My Fair Lady?
Rex Harrison.
And it's right! Ooh. Which means we've lost a team! It's the end of the dream! Eleanor and Yvonne, it's been absolutely lovely having you here.
Thank
really,
you.
You've lit up that area by that stool, and it's been great having you here. So you can't travel around the world on the money we give you, but there may be some other way of you finding that money, Eleanor.
Hopefully.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it again for Yvonne and Eleanor! We are down to 3 teams. The competition is certainly hotting up. They all want this money. That's it for part 1. Join us after the break when the 3 remaining parents battle it out to raise even more money for their little cherubs' inheritance fund. We'll see you after the break. Welcome back to Don't Blow the Inheritance. Before the break, we lost our first pairing of Eleanor and Yvonne. And do you remember Eleanor used to be called Tipsy when she was younger? Do you know, I once met a fortune teller who got drunk all the time, and she was called Tipsy Rose Lee. Anyway, now we're down to 3 teams to see who can make it all the way to the money that they are desperate to win to help fulfil their dream. Let's recap those all-important inheritance funds. Let's have a little look there. Well, Darren and Lisa on £5,000 and in the lead with £6,000. Well done. It's the dark horses that are Becky and Sharon. Becky, you must be feeling rather pleased about that. Your mum's not let you down, has she?
I know she's a good one.
You know she's a good one?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bit of pressure for you there, Sharon, to keep going. Now, it all got a bit close for the other 2 of you, didn't it? Lisa and Darren, it was a bit close, wasn't it? Pete, you got through, and so there's still the possibility of starring in your daughter's horror movie. And just with that thought in mind, Pete, do your scariest face.
Just be looking at it.
I was going to say, that's fantastic. Right, let's play the second round. Offspring, in this round, you'll each pick a category from the board for your parent to play. Behind each category is a question that will require 10 answers. The more you can name, the more money you will put into the inheritance fund. Becky, you're in the lead, so you get the advantage of picking first. Let's have a look, please, at our 4 categories. Coronation Street, Royal Family, Premier League and #1 singles. Now, of those categories, it's all about which one do you think your mum likes the best?
Well, she doesn't do much during the day other than watch TV.
Right.
So I'm going to go for Coronation Street.
Great, OK. Coronation Street it is. Are you confident about this, Sharon?
Well,
have you ever watched Coronation
I have watched Coronation Street, but I haven't watched it in the last couple of years, so I've got at least 48 years worth of it there in
Right. Oh, dear. Listen, that might be enough. Let's find out. Let's see, please, what the question is. Top 10 characters with the most appearances in Coronation Street. You will have 30 seconds on the clock. It's £1,000 for each correct answer. And there are no penalties for wrong answers in this round. But please wait for me to tell you if your answer is correct or not before moving on. Are you ready, Sharon?
Yeah.
Your time starts now.
Ken Barlow.
Yes.
Deirdre Barlow.
Yes. Rita. Need the other name.
Fairclough.
Okay, we do accept that, yes.
Roy and Ailey.
Time's going.
Ina Sharples.
No. You pulled Ina Sharples out of the back catalogue there, didn't you?
Yes, that's over
Well,
the longest,
yeah, oh my goodness, longest serving. And when you said Rita Fairclough, we had Rita Sullivan.
Yeah.
But we allowed that because it's the same person, yeah. Anyway, you have won there £3,000. Let's have a look at the ones you've missed. OK, so first of all, Ken Barlow was right as the first one, so well done. The second one was Gail Platt. The third one, please. Steve McDonald. You know all these?
I do, yeah.
Right, OK, you should have said them. Deirdre Barlow, that was right. The fifth one, please. Audrey Roberts. 6. Sally Webster. That's the only one perhaps I could have got. Rita Sullivan you got. And then number 8. Kevin Webster. Number 9. Emily Bishop. And number 10, finally, Liz McDonald. There we are, but £3,000 not to be sniffed at. Well done. No. £3,000, yes. So we add that to Becky's inheritance from the first round, and you currently sit on £9,000. Yes. OK, here we go. Next up, it's you, Darren, because you got the most correct answers right in the last round. Let's have a look at those 3 remaining categories and see which one you think your dad fancies. Royal Family, Premier League or #1 singles?
It's going to have to be Premier League, I think.
Premier League. OK. Kevin, do you watch the Premier League?
I do.
Right, OK, well, there's every chance. You should be confident about this. OK, let's have a look, shall we, at this crucial Premier League question. The top 10 highest-placed teams in the 2011-2012 season Barclays Premier League. Are you ready, Kevin?
Yes, yeah.
Your 30 seconds starts now.
Manchester United.
Yes.
Manchester City.
Yes.
Everton.
Yes.
Liverpool.
Yes.
Tottenham.
Yes.
Blackburn Rovers.
No.
West Ham.
No. 10 seconds.
Chelsea.
Yes. That's it, time's up, but look at that! £6,000. 6 correct answers. Well done. You went blank slightly at the end, but you started fantastically. The ones you missed were, the third one after Man City and Man United was... Arsenal, of course. Well done, yep. And then the fifth one, that was Newcastle United. Newcastle. And 9 and 10, they'll probably come back to you when you see them. Fulham, and 10, West Bromwich Albion. But we add that £6,000 to the inheritance from the first round, and you, Darren, now have in your fund £11,000. Thank you, Dan. OK. Are you ready for this, Pete? Lisa, which one of the 2 remaining categories do you think your dad's going to know about? The categories are Royal Family and #1 singles. It's a very important choice for you now, Lisa, because your dad has to get at least 5 correct answers to stay in the game. So, which one of those 2 categories is it going to be?
Well, I was going to go for Premier League, but they stole it. So I'm going to hope it's not about modern music and go for #1 singles. #1
singles. Pete, this is your moment.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's see what the question is. Top 10 acts with the most #1 singles in the UK. You have 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
Queen.
No.
ABBA.
Yes.
Beatles.
Yes.
Spice Girls.
Yes.
Madonna.
Yes.
Elvis Presley.
Yes.
Cliff Richard.
Yes.
The Rolling Stones.
Yes.
Rolling Stones. Lulu.
No.
The Bee Gees.
No.
Queen.
No. Still no. Time's run out, but he's done incredibly well. Look at that. £7,000. Well, what about that, Lisa? He's come good there, hasn't he? Absolutely fantastic. Let's have a look at the 3 you didn't get. The 4th one there on the list was Westlife, would you believe? And maybe the sixth one was Queen. Let's try it a third time. It might be there. Let's have a look at the sixth one. Take that! Oh. And the last one at the bottom there, number 10, was Oasis. Oh. And at the top of the list, Elvis Presley. He had 21 number ones, Elvis. Thank you. We add that £7,000 to the inheritance from the first round, and you, Lisa, currently sit on £12,000. It is now a crucial time to have a look at those all-important inheritance funds. Let's have a look. Well, Lisa is on 12,000, Darren is on 11,000, but I'm afraid after playing so well in the first round, we are going to lose Becky. We've lost a team! It's the end of the dream! Becky, what happened?
I don't know, it's their fault.
In the end, it's your mum's fault. No, she picked the right... Well, you can discuss that later, whose fault it was, but... Let's hear it for them one more time. There they are. And there they go. We started with 4 teams. We are now down to 2. The inheritance is rising along with the pressure. Join us after the break when we play the semi-final, where the remaining parents... Well, hold it. Where the remaining parents will battle it out to give their kids the chance to win the cash. Don't go anywhere. Now applaud. Welcome back to Don't Blow the Inheritance, the quiz where parents play to win money for their offspring. So far, we have eliminated 2 teams, and we're at the semi-final stage, so it's getting very, very tense and exciting. Fighting off the competition around them are Darren and Kevin, and Lisa and Peter. But crucially, it's for Lisa and Darren that we're trying to raise money. They're 2 dads here, battling it out together. So, Lisa, any more thoughts now it gets closer to that moment, whether or not you have got an idea for the title of your horror film?
Yay, I'm just going to call it Yay, I Won.
That's a good idea. Yay, I won. Darren, are you thinking of perhaps being in a film now that you've, you know, you've been on camera for quite a long time now? The British public are getting used to that face. Yeah. So before we play this round, let's check the inheritance funds. Well, Darren is on £11,000 and just £1,000 further on is Lisa on £12,000. My goodness me. And remember, whoever has the lowest inheritance at the end of this round leaves with nothing. Let's play the semi-final. This is the round that I simply call Clues. It's all about second-guessing your parent and your opponent. Timing could make all the difference in this round. What could make all the difference? Timing! Bang on cue. Darren and Lisa, I'm going to give you 3 clues which will appear on the screen. These should lead you to a correct answer. It's up to you to decide when your parents will know the answer and buzz in on their behalf. You win £1,000 for your inheritance if you're right, but you'll give £1,000 to your opponent if they're wrong. £1,000. That's grand. But seriously, the whole game and perhaps your whole futures, if that's not too much of an exaggeration, could rest on the next few minutes. Are you ready?
Yep.
OK, let's play Don't Blow the Inheritance. Offspring on your buzzers. Here is your first clue. Acting style said to involve a raised eyebrow. That is your first clue. Acting style said to involve a raised eyebrow. I'm thinking Darren. Looks like they want a second clue. No one buzzing in, so we will have the second clue, please. Was once the saint. OK. So Lisa's buzzed in. Pete, what's the answer?
Roger Moore.
OK, well, we need to see the other clue before we find out if you're right. So, acting style said to involve a raised eyebrow. Was once the saint. What's the third clue? Played James Bond from 1973 to 1985. I think you're right. Pete, is it Roger Moore? Yes, it is. £1,000. Question 2, let's have a look at the first clue. Name given to Eve of All Saints' Day. My goodness me, Lisa has buzzed in very, very quickly. Pete, name given to Eve of All Saints' Day.
I think that's Halloween, Tim.
This will be for £1,000 for Lisa's inheritance fund. We need to have a look at the other 2 clues. Second clue, please. A 1978 film starring Jamie Lee Curtis, a horror film, Lisa. You seem to be nodding like you know about that. And the third clue, please. Trick or treat. Is it Halloween? Of course it is, £1,000. OK. Well done. Third question. Let's have a look at the first clue, please. Became world's tallest building in 1931. Darren has buzzed in, which means it's up to his dad.
1931. I'll go for the Empire State Building.
OK. I'd rather you stayed here. Let's have a look, though, at the next two clues. Was Darren right to buzz in early? In the film Sleepless in Seattle? Darren's thinking to himself. Third clue, please. Skyscraper in New York. Is it the Empire State Building? Yes! Well done there. Currently, Darren is on £12,000, Lisa is on £14,000, £2,000 between you. Can we have a look at the next clue, please? A bad-tempered bird. Darren is buzzed in. Do you know much about bad-tempered birds? That's the question. Does your dad know? A bad-tempered bird. Kevin.
A bad-tempered bird.
Yes, that's what it says. We need an answer here.
I'll go for a magpie.
A magpie. OK. Should he have stayed longer and waited for more clues? Let's find out. Second clue, please. Had famous spat with Parky.
No.
I'm trying to think if a magpie ever did. Third clue, please.
I know it now. What is it?
Now you know it, do you? Operated by Rod Hull. It's not a magpie, is it? I'm pretty sure it is. Can we have a look, please?
Emu.
Emu is right, you know it now. Emu's right, but it's £1,000 to Lisa. Which does not help your cause, Darren, at this stage, I'm afraid. Let's have a look now at the next clue, please. Businessman once nicknamed Mopsy. Lisa has buzzed in for her dad. He breathes out, slightly exasperated, shakes his head.
I can only think of Richard Branson.
Can you? Is that the answer you want to give me, or are you just having trouble getting him out your head? Richard Branson is the answer he's gone for. We need to check the other two clues. Businessman once nicknamed Mopsy. What's the next one, please? Described overseas footballers as Carlos Kickaballs. Next one, please. Fires people on The Apprentice. Ah! I don't think that's Richard Branson. Who is it, please? Alan Sugar. £1,000 goes to Darren. OK, so now Darren's inheritance fund is £13,000, Lisa's is £15,000. Next question, first clue, please. French name means the sleeve. Oh, Darren's got him very quickly.
Going.
Yeah,
Kevin.
sorry.
You said sorry. Do you mean you didn't mean to press it, Darren? Or you were keen?
Trigger happy.
Trigger happy. Well, let's see whether that comes good. Kevin, French name means the sleeve.
No, sorry.
Do you want to have a guess? Might be worth £1,000.
No, nothing.
No, nothing coming at all?
Nothing, sorry.
Well, OK, well, it means that the £1,000 is definitely going to go to Lisa, but let's have a look, please, at the next clue anyway. First swum by Matthew Webb in 1875.
Oh, the Channel.
Yeah, I think it might be the Channel. I think you're right. Let's have a look at the next one, please. The next clue separates England and France. Yes, is it the English Channel? Yes, it is. Unlucky Darren. Lisa gets £1,000. Well, a bit of a gap developing now. Next question, first clue, please. Appeared as ballerinas in Disney film Fantasia. Appeared as ballerinas in Disney film Fantasia. No one wanting to risk it. There's been too much risky pushing of buzzers, and they're both getting away from it. Next clue, please. Known for large jaws and heavy build. Lisa's buzzed in. Pete.
Hippopotamuses.
How many is that? Appeared as ballerinas in Disney film Fantasia. Known for large jaws and heavy build. Pete has gone with hippopotamuses. Let's have a look at the next clue just to see whether or not he's up the right street. Name means river horse in Greek. Is it hippopotamus for £1,000? Yes, it is. Lisa gets another 1,000. Next question, first clue, please. Regular feature of the Strand magazine. Regular feature of the Strand magazine. Remember, it's not about what you know, it's about what they know. No one's buzzing in, you're waiting for that all-important second clue. Here it comes. Played by Downey Jr. and Cumberbatch. Darren's buzzed in. He likes his acting, so he feels like he knows, but does his dad, Kevin, know? Kevin?
Well, I think Robert Downey Jr. has just made the film Sherlock Holmes and Cumberbatch plays him on television. Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes is your answer? Regular feature of the Strand magazine, played by Downey Jr. and Cumberbatch. The last clue, please. Lived at 221B Baker Street. Is it Sherlock Holmes? Yes! £1,000. Next question. First clue, please. West End musical from 1997 to 2012. Darren buzzed in very quickly. Kevin.
1997.
He's putting you on the spot very, very fast, isn't he?
1997 to 2012.
We're going to need some sort of answer from you, Kevin. West End musical from 1997 to 2012. Do you know your musicals?
The Lion King.
The Lion King. Is that what you're going for? OK. Let's look at the rest of the clues, please. I don't know. Film version won Catherine Zeta-Jones an Oscar. Last clue, please. Named after a US city. What's the answer, please? Is it Chicago. Lion King? No, it's Chicago. Lisa gets £1,000. Another question. First clue, please. You need the money, Darren. Greg Davies plays teacher Mr. Gilbert. That's your first clue. There is always the possibility that Lisa or Darren know this, but it's all about do their dads know. Next clue, please. Jay, Will, Neil and Simon. Darren's buzzed in. Perhaps Darren knows, but will his dad know?
The In-Betweeners.
He's guessed the In-Betweeners. Crucially, he needs the money. What's the last clue, please? Sitcom set in Rudge Park Comprehensive. Is it In-Betweeners? Yes, it is! £1,000! That's it! That is the end of the round, so we have to look at these all-important inheritance funds and find out who is going to try and make this real money. Let's have a look at those scores, please. Well, there you have it. In the end, they have run away with it a little bit. £15,000, Darren, I'm afraid, is going to melt into nothing, and Lisa's going to play for £18,000 of real money. Give her a round of applause. Well played to you all. There we are saying their goodbyes. Thanks for playing, Darren and Kevin. You've been great. You was just up at the very last point, and then you fell at the last hurdle. We've lost a team.
It's the end of the dream.
Thanks so much for being with us. Let's say goodbye to Darren and Kevin. Well, that is now it for the parents. Their work is over. Join us after the break when we see if Lisa can keep all the cash that her dad, Pete, has earned for her, or if she blows the inheritance in the final. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in a few minutes. Welcome back to Don't Blow the Inheritance. So far, the parents have done all the hard work and answered all the questions, but now it's a role reversal as the money passes from one generation onto the next. Beating off all the competition so far has been Pete. So now, Lisa, it's all up to you. Dad has put £18,000 in your inheritance fund. This is your chance to take it home as real money, not just lights on the side of a game show wall. So let's go and have a little chat with you, shall we, over here. Lisa, how are you feeling about this?
I feel really nervous now, and like I don't want to let him down because he's done so well.
Oh, listen, he did it for you. You can only let yourself down. That's the wrong thing to say, isn't it? We'll get through this together. I'm going to be standing there in front of you. If you feel nervous, look straight in my eyes and you'll see more nerves there than you, probably. But you'll be fine, I'm sure. But, Pete, you must be very proud of her. You've done well yourself, in actual fact.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, £18,000.
Yeah.
Right, I mean, let's face it, a horror film, which is what you want to make, you can make for considerably less than £18,000. But, of course, you were saying about liking the guitar playing, Pete.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Perhaps Pete could play the music in the horror film.
Oh, that's a good idea. I hadn't thought of that, yeah.
Yeah, great, OK. Well, let's see if we can really go for this, then. I mean, £18,000, that's probably twice the budget of Halloween in the first place. So, OK, Lisa, let's try and do this. Come and join me for the final. OK, that's right, if you'd stand just here. To win the £18,000, all you have to do is answer 5 questions. It's as simple as that. Answer 5 questions correctly, you get the first 5 questions right, and you've got £18,000. I mean, it could be any simpler, could it? 5 simple questions, and we're off. But get a question wrong, and your inheritance will start to count down. OK? And then it is a race against time to get 5 correct answers before all of Dad's hard work drains away. OK? So, as long as you keep getting questions right, we can just have a nice relaxing time and put £18,000 in your bank account. But the second you get one wrong, we need to motor slightly because the pounds will start dripping away from your prize fund. Are you ready?
Yes.
Good luck, and for Pete's sake, don't blow the inheritance. OK, Lisa, this is the moment. £18,000. If you give me 5 correct answers, and then we can just, you know, save ourselves having a heart attack, OK? Right, Dad, any last words of advice?
Just don't panic. Keep cool and carry on.
Keep cool and carry on. I think that may well be the best advice. OK, are you ready?
Yes.
Those will be lit up when you get one right. You get all 5 right, that money's yours. Here we go. First question. Marvin, Orishay, JB and Aston all became famous as members of which boy band?
JLS.
JLS is right! Yes! That's great. See, look, we can just pause. We don't need to just breathe, Lisa. OK, second question. The patella is the technical name for which part of the human body? The patella.
The shoulder.
It's not the shoulder, it's the kneecap. Right, the money starts counting down. From which London railway station do trains leave for Hogwarts in the Harry Potter books?
King's Cross.
King's Cross is right. Which teenage singer and actress became engaged to Liam Hemsworth in 2012?
Pass.
It was Miley Cyrus. Which Shakespeare play is subtitled Prince of Denmark?
Hamlet.
Yes, that's right. What is the star sign of someone born on the 1st of May? Come on. Come on.
Pisces.
No, Taurus. Which fruit is the main ingredient of the dish guacamole?
Pass.
It's avocado. What is the name of the donkey in the Winnie the Pooh books?
Eeyore.
Eeyore is right. Where is The Love and I Got a Feeling were UK hit singles for which band?
Black Eyed Peas.
Yes, that's correct! I was really genuinely panicking there that you were going to decide not to give me any answers. When you said JLS, I thought it was going to be an easy ride.
I knew that one.
Absolutely fantastic. £10,300. Let's get your dad over. Let's hear it for Pete. Yes, come on. Come on with it. Oh, look, they're happy. Lovely. Thanks for watching it. Remember, you can blow a candle. You can even blow a trumpet.